or weightlifting? Which one really burns the most fat? It's time to find out. Hit it! Yep. Trying to get rid of that fat. Pandemic is over, y'all. It's over. I gotta get out there, get some real clothes going. Oh, yeah. Welcome to a fresh new episode of the Fitness Avengers, where we fight fat, frustration, and fitness fakes. I'm your host, master trainer and author, Tony Arreola from TotalBodyProject.com, and I'm on a personal mission to simplify fitness for you, coming at you every Monday night at 6 p.m. Pacific Standard Time on Facebook and YouTube Live. Pandemic is over, y'all. Yes, get out there. I guess hug each other carefully. Yeah, but the pandemic is definitely over. And now you made it to the gym, and it's exciting. You get to the gym, but you don't know what to do because it was hard enough to get there. It's been closed forever. Now you get there, and then people give you an applause. But now what do you do? You get the jump rope. You pump some iron, especially when you want to burn some of these guys. That's exactly what we're going to be covering on today's show. We're going to be talking about how to burn fat. We're going to talk about cardio best practices, what weightlifting exercises you should be doing, cardio and weights 101, what you need to know about putting this stuff into your exercise program. Wherever I ask the trainer, which is how do I meal plan? If you're watching live, make sure you comment, say hi. If you want a copy of the Secret to the Skinny guide, make sure and use the hashtag #GetMeSkinny, whether you're watching live or watching the replay, and I'll send that right to you. And we have today's trivia. Yes, our popular trivia. How much does your weight vary daily? Is it A, 1 to 2 pounds, B, 3 to 5 pounds, or C, 5 or more pounds? How much does your weight vary daily? That's in today's trivia prize. I haven't decided what I'm going to give away yet. Maybe a book, a hat, maybe a hat. Who knows? So just comment on there. Let me know what you think. Weights or cardio? I mean, I guess you probably heard it, right? Cardio, yeah, it's for chicks. They usually just do the elliptical or are on the treadmill. And then guys don't do cardio. Guys already do cardio by walking. That's how they do cardio already. And that weights are for dudes. Or another one that I hear is that, weightlifting, girls don't want to get bulky, all that stuff. So is that right? Well, turns out it's wrong. Cardio and weightlifting are like completely different things. So let's talk about that. The first thing we need to really understand is, what does cardio do for your body? How does that help your body, and how will that help you burn more fat, burn more calories, all that good stuff? So let's look at a special video that we have to show you what cardio actually does. Go away. Here we go. What does cardio actually do? Hey, where are you going?
Home. I'm done.
Done? It's been literally 3.
Cardio just isn't my thing.
So what?
I don't like it.
Do you like having a heartbeat?
Of course.
Then you better do your cardio.
Ugh, it's so boring.
Would you rather be bored or dead?
Bored. I'd rather be bored.
Cardio stands for cardiorespiratory exercise. Cardio means heart, respiratory means lungs. Your heart is the battery for your body. But your heart, like a battery, only has a certain number of beats per lifetime. Your resting heart rate is your heart strength. The lower the rate, the stronger your heart. The stronger your heart, the longer your heart lives. Effective cardio follows the FIT principle. The frequency minimum is 2 times per week to start, but the goal is 7 days a week for maximum benefit. Intensity measures your heart's effort. 60% of VO2 max maintains heart strength. Pushing the heart above 60% improves heart strength. Cardio should be a minimum of 20 minutes. and you need a minimum time of 150 minutes of moderate intensity per week. You can always vary what you do, but you have to make sure the cardio is continuous, rhythmic, and works the larger muscle groups. If you enjoy your cardio, you'll keep doing it. Happy cardio is good cardio. Yeah. So as you can see, cardio is not necessarily about fat loss. Cardio is more about working that muscle and making sure that you have a strong heart. Can it help you get rid of fat? Yes. Can it help you burn more calories? Yes. Can it help you get to your goal? Yes. But you want to think of cardio as kind of like the what you need to do to make sure that you have a really strong heart. Because if your heartbeat is really fast, like on the higher end, and that scale we had 40 to like 100 beats per minute for a resting heart rate. The higher you are on that number, that means your heart is working harder than everybody on that lower level. So that means that in a day, your heart's going to beat a lot more times, which means it's like a battery. And if it beats too fast, too much, guess what? The longevity shortens. So your heart is this muscle that if you don't work it out, it's going to run out of beats. It's going to run out of battery. So you want to make sure that you have a strong heart so that you don't have to worry about heart failure later on down the road. And I know when people think about like fat loss, everyone's thinking about like how they look, but the heart is a muscle, and that's why you really need to incorporate cardio into your weight training program or into your exercise program to make sure, because it's it's a different component. That it's not just for fat loss. Now, we'll talk about what does weightlifting do. Now, weightlifting is something completely different. Weightlifting is going to strengthen your bones, right? Like Diana, we talk about strengthening bones, increasing bone density. It's going to talk about increasing muscle, strengthening the ligaments, tissue, all those different things. That's what weightlifting does. So that keeps your bones, it keeps the structure strong. It keeps you feeling fit. It helps you prevent back pain. It helps you move right, the exercise, the flexibility. That's what strength training does. So again, it's something that's different from cardio. Can it help you burn calories? Can it help you get to your goal? Yes. But the primary function of strength training and like any type of resistance training is to build muscle so that you can like function a lot better. It also helps with aesthetics as well. So having more muscle in your body, a more tight and toned look can be beneficial. But remember that the muscles won't show unless you drop the fat on top. And unfortunately, we need to drop the fat before you can start seeing any of those benefits. So we're talking about, well, which one of these should I do to burn more fat? Should I do the cardio or should I do the weightlifting? Well, let's look at what it takes to burn 1 pound of fat. Now, this is 1 pound of fat. To burn 1 pound of fat is roughly 3,500 calories of a deficit to get rid of this guy. You want to think about energy in versus energy out. So you want to minimize the energy in as far as caloric intake, how many calories you're intaking, and maximize the energy out, how many calories you're burning, steps, activity, cardio, weightlifting, all these different things that really expend energy. You want to maximize that, and you want to really minimize the intake as far as like the foods that you're eating, especially like higher calorie type foods. So now the $1 million question, well, which one burns the most calories? And the answer is both. They both burn a lot of calories. It depends on your body. It depends on your activities. It depends on your tracker, heart rate monitor, what works for yourself, how long you're going to push that effort. If you're a runner, it might be you go for a run, but if you like weights, maybe you get more into the weights. Calorie burn always depends on effort and intensity level. So if it feels harder, you're going to be burning more calories. So then, but if it feels not as hard, but you're able to do it longer, guess what? Yes, you're going to be burning more calories. So that's really the name of the game, is understanding that you can burn a lot of calories in a short time. You can burn some calories in a longer time, or you can burn a little bit over an even longer time, and that'll still get you to your goal. So that's exactly what you want, whether it's incorporating HIIT training, running, cycling, push-ups, jumping jacks, lunges, all that stuff. Really, we'll cover that in the next segment, but really that doesn't matter too much, because as long as the effort is high, or you do it can do it for a long period of time, then you're gonna be burning the most calories, and that will burn the most fat. So emoji party time. Dun, dun, dun. And Nicole is still a shadow. Yeah. Woo! Go Nicole. Yeah, welcome. And Diana Fresh from her meeting, she's the chairman of the Irvine company, I believe. Something like that. But she managed to make it on, and she lives up to her #1 fan status. So we love the hat, Diana. Thank you so much for jumping on. If you're watching the replay, hit those loves, hit those likes. Yeah, hit the shares. Tag your friends that are like, this cardio's better, that cardio's better. And remember our trivia: how much does your weight vary? Was it A, 1 to 2 pounds, B, 3 to 5 pounds, or C, 5 or more pounds? Hit your answers, and we'll find out at the end. Dun, dun, dun. Gotta remember to put the answer in the end. Someone told me last time. I watched your video. What's the answer to the trivia? I said, go back and watch again. So now we're trying to formulate like what's the best approach for you, right? For you, Nicole, for you, Diana, for you, Courtney, for everybody watching. What's the best solution for you? Well, you want to know that what are your values, what are your goals, and what are you trying to accomplish? And what are you ready, willing, and able to do? So if you're not willing to run, then don't run. If you're not willing to do like a Peloton, then don't do a Peloton. One of the biggest mistakes that I see people make is when they're trying to get this exercise program and they do stuff that they don't enjoy and it's not fun for them and they don't like it. So guess what? They're not going to do it. So you want to know that whatever worked for your friend, your cousin, your aunt, your tia, whoever, it might not work for you. You want to find something that works for you and your lifestyle, because in fitness, your solution is unique to you. So let's talk about different cardio exercises that you can do and kind of like the effort. So I think by far running will be burning the most calories. I think it's the hardest. Now, how can you make running harder? You can run uphill. You can do sprints. You can run on the sand. You can run with like weights on you. There's probably like an infinite amount of variables that you can add to make running harder. The same goes for all the other cardio exercises: elliptical, swimming, bicycle, like dancing, Tabata, like anything that you're doing as far as your workout, you can increase the intensity and hence increase the cardio burn. So you can also do what's called like low heart rate training, which is you do cardio for a longer period of time, but at a low heart rate. And what that does, that means that you have a bigger window of when you're burning more calories for a longer period of time. So instead of getting that beep and then coming down from like, say, like a 20-minute hit workout, and then you come down, you're going to get this, hour and a half of steady state cardio where you're burning more calories over a longer period. And that again will help you burn more calories and it will help you burn more fat. But the biggest thing is that you want to enjoy this thing. You want to enjoy this thing and you want it to be something that you can do, that you're looking forward to do. Because if you dread it, good luck. You're just not going to do it. Now for resistance training, and if you do resistance training, but you combine it in a cardio type circuit, like we do here at Total Body Project, plug. Is it a shameless plug? I think it's just a plug. It's my show, so I do what I want. So the best of both worlds, you do a total body circuit, all right, which you combine your big muscle groups, chest, back, and legs, because the bigger muscle groups burn the most amount of calories. You can focus on the smaller muscle groups, but they're not going to give you that return on investment that you want. Remember, the goal is to maximize efficiency, burning the most calories in the shortest amount of time. So I'll give you like what's called a compound exercise. So let's bring our trusty pre-COVID guy. Look at that guy. He's so happy. He was so naive. He didn't know what was going to happen with this.
Lunge to row. You're going to combine a lunge with a row. So lunge position, drive through the heels, squeeze the butt, and pinch the shoulder blade in the back, making sure you're keeping the abs tight.
So this compound movement is going to work the abs, glutes, quads, hamstrings, back, and biceps, right? So you got 5 different muscle groups that are working with this compound movement. So it's going to get your heart rate up. So you combine the compound movement with another compound movement with another compound movement that focuses on the big muscle groups. And now you're getting the benefits of cardio because your heart rate is elevated, and you're getting the benefits of strength training, which is kind of like that magic kind of fits for everything. So if you want to burn the most fat, then this is what you want to be doing, because that's going to give you the best of everything. Let's let this guy
Pinching
finish.
the shoulder
Poor
blades
guy.
in the back.
He didn't even know what COVID
Nice and
was.
controlled.
It's just
Perform half
going
the
to
reps
work all
on
happy.
each side.
And
Lunge to
then they
row.
closed his gym. Thanks, pre-COVID T. And now for the drum roll. Food matters more. Boo. Oh, everyone's throwing things at me. Oh, I know. Sucks. I wish that you could outwork a bad diet, but turns out 95% of the fat that we got is attributed to the food. So even with these like total body workouts and a circuit style and maximizing the heart rate and getting yourself to incredible level, you're still going to have to monitor your food intake. Yeah. We still haven't found that place where you just eat whatever you want and nothing bad happens. It just doesn't exist. And I know that's not the popular answer, but unfortunately, that's the truth. So remember, you want to burn more fat, focus on the food, but this will help, right? So if you're doing like focusing on the cardio, get that energy up, you're doing cardio 3 days a week, 20 to 60 minutes, or like I'm in the an hour and a half range, and you're doing your weightlifting where you're combining it into a circuit, that's going to help you. That's going to help you about 5%. Consistency is most important with this. But if you're talking about maximizing that effort, then follow the tips in this video, and then you can maximize those efforts. Now for our client spotlight, which I'm pretty proud to present, Senor Robert, who's actually, and this is him at the top hiking. He gave me the name, but it was a kind of a hard name, so I'm just gonna call it something different. Mount Kilimanjaro, because I know that one, but that's not where he was at. He's at some different hiking spot. But Robert joined my online coaching program. We're now going on week 10, and he is just absolutely crushing it. I'm super proud of Robert. He's down a little bit, almost around 30 pounds, which is amazing in that short amount of time. And when I talked to Robert, because we have our weekly coaching, and I asked him like what the biggest difference is in this program versus other programs that he's done. And he mentioned one key thing that I think we can all take away. And he said that the biggest difference, or what's made the biggest change with himself, is practicing self-compassion, to not beat himself up over not executing exactly right. And it seems to be a recurring theme with my online coaching clients and my personal training clients, is that I want everyone to practice self-compassion, because we change best when we feel good about ourselves. And Robert is on his way to making this a lifestyle, to making these behaviors permanent, to putting fitness on the back burner so he doesn't have to worry about it again. Robert, he's the best grandpa ever. Yeah, I'm sure now that he can hike to Mount, remember, it's not Kilimanjaro, but that's the name I remembered. So it was a crazy name. Now that he can hike with his kids and his grandkids and really enjoy the life that he was meant to live. And it's all because he moved health and fitness to the top of his priority list. So congrats, Robert. Super proud of your effort. Thank you for your commitment, and keep up the great work, my friend. Go, Robert, go. Woo. All right, now for our Ask the Trainer question. How do I meal plan? And sometimes I get this question, and it's an interesting statistic that when people don't meal plan or don't have any idea like what they're going to eat, like today, tomorrow, the day after that, it's pretty hard to stay successful in health and wellness. The people that are the most successful, like the fittest, the healthiest, are usually the people that have a pretty good idea of what they're going to eat. They have a structure. A lot of times maybe breakfast is on automatic. They have some idea about lunch, and then there's a couple of variables for dinner. But if you take the time to really find out first, what are your values, what are your goals, and what is your identity, like what do you identify with, really get those into play, and then start to map out like what would this person do, what would this person eat, get that mapped out, meet with whoever you need to meet need to meet with, significant other, husband, wife, partner, cat, dog, whoever you need to meet with, in order to get everybody on board. And then from there, you can start making choices of what you can meal plan. It can start anywhere from like taking an hour or 2 hours on Sunday to plan for the week, or any day of the week for that matter. You can take 15 minutes the night before. You can do 15 minutes the morning of, or you can just take a minute, or as you're cooking a meal, cook it for another slot. So you have to find out kind of your situation, and again, what are you ready, what are you willing, and what are you able to do. But I can assure you this, that the better you get at meal planning, at creating a ritual around, food, getting some rhythm of like, okay, then this day we order our food. This is what we typically get. This is what we typically get. These are the produce. These are the vegetables. We don't have these snacks. We don't have all that stuff. The more that you can get aligned with all the meals in your house and create a sanctuary, the more it is that you're likely to succeed. So don't treat this lightly. Like, oh, it'd be nice if I could meal plan. Draw a line in the sand and make sure that you get that executed, because that will make a big difference as far as executing on our goals. And now I did remember to go back to our fitness trivia. And I'm looking at all the responses of A, B, or C. And we're going to go with, it depends. It's asterisk. Depends on your body weight. If you're in that range of about 120 pounds or less, then 1 to 2 pounds a day is probably a good variance. 3 to 5 pounds, probably, again, in that range, normal for everybody at normals. And actually, we can range anywhere from 5 to like 11 pounds daily. So if you're using the scale to track your progress, then you be prepared for some maybe rough surprises, because if you depending on the time of the day and how much water, how much carbohydrates, sodium, bowel movements, you may get one of these pops where you're up like 8 pounds and then down like 8 pounds in one day. And that can totally shift your mindset, shift your goals, and really maybe set you back. But remember, the scale is a lagging indicator. It's not telling us what we're doing. It's telling us what we did. So a better indicator would be celebrating your wins, the inputs. That's the most important when you're talking about integrating health and wellness. If you had a chance, make sure you join the Fitness Avengers. Hit the hashtag Get Me Skinny. I'll invite you there. I'll get you a secret of the skinny guide, so you can look at that guide and get yourself ready for the summertime, because COVID's gone. I think. Cross your fingers that it doesn't come back, but I think it's gone. And I know that people get ready to go back to work. People go to pool parties. We start seeing more and more friends. We want to make sure that we take care of ourselves and we feel really confident about ourselves and how we look. And that starts by, practicing self-compassion and taking care of ourselves, and understanding that health and wellness is really important in our lives. So thank you guys so much for tuning in. I really appreciate you guys. Please like, share, tag your friends. Tune in next week. We're going to learn 9 science-backed, right? Because we're against fitness fakes here. Science-backed weight loss tips. My name is Tony Arreola. I'm an NASM master trainer, a best-selling author. My purpose in life is to teach you and educate you and make sure that health and happiness are incorporated into your lives. Thank you so much. You're the reason I exist. And I will see you on the skinny side. Take it away, Courtney. Make sure you look out for Courtney. She's going to be on
Thank
TV
you for
soon.
watching the Fitness Avenger live show. If
really
you like
is.
the show, make sure to like it and share. Please join us next week on Facebook Live. This week's show is brought to you by our close friends at Total
Love those
Body
guys.
Project.
Love those
Visit
guys.
totalbodyproject.com for more info.
Thanks, Diana. Woo.